Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. This is Adana, also known as TheAfrozen. Say read for the collective. What up, collective? What up, collective? What's up? Flowers, flowers, flowers. Hey y'all. Y'all all right? All right. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. To book a private reading with me or shop in my store, all that information is in the description box below. All right, so yesterday I was combing through the comments because I do read the comments. I love interacting with you guys, and there was one comment that actually stuck out to me, and I was like, The comment was they wanted to know why they chose a particular person as the hitman, to unalive you here, and I thought that was a really dope question. So I'm sorry if I don't remember your name. So sorry. Charge it to my head, not my heart. All right, I promise. I love you. But thank you for actually asking that question, and I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to actually tap in there because I thought that was a really good way to kind of see why they did set up or they hired this hitman to take you out. So let's do that. All right, let's see. Tell me about the hitman setup. Tell me about the hitman setup. All right. All right. Oop. Okay. Oh no, sorry, y'all. I gotta do it again. I'm sorry. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. All right. There we go. That feels better. All right. Stuffing here. Okay. Wow. Ciao. Please. Huh. Let's get into it. So the reason why they set this person up. So first off, the hitman was a lover. How do I know it's a lover? Because we got a lot of things that correlate to this hitman being one of your lovers. We have libido here. We have anxiety. We have suck. Okay. So you were in a connection with someone that you thought that you can trust here. Your parent-like figure, mother or father here, was aware that you were talking to this person, you were dealing with this person, you were connected to this person some way, somehow. Your mother or this parental figure, do not like you by any means necessary. They do not like you. So because they are not close to you, because you guys are far away, you could live in a different city, a different state, or even a different country. They're not sure what's going on with you. So what they did was they infiltrated by starting to speak to your significant other here to get the deets as to what's going on. You weren't aware that they were speaking behind your back, but your past lover teamed up with your mother to unalive you here. Your mother or your father, take it how it resonates here, found out that you were in a connection or a relationship, and they did their digging and they did their research here unbeknownst to you, and they started to groom the person that you were with to have this person to go against you. This is where the anxiety comes in, the libido. If you were in a connection with this person in the beginning, it was all cool, it was nice, it really was, everything was it was healthy. It was an equal give and take. It was really good in the beginning, but things start to go awry. I'm hearing between 4 or 5, maybe 6 months or so into the connection, and things started to, you start to see a shift within this person's energy, or just the dynamic of this person here. This person became very, very, very suspicious on you because of what your mother has been telling them. So we have the magician here. It's a lot of trickery involved, right? Illusions, a lot of trickery and illusions. What this parental figure was telling your significant other at the time is that you are lazy, you don't work, you don't do anything, you don't cook, you don't clean, anything that will make you not look like the best, right? So they wanted this story to stick so bad. So while they were doing that, you have this mule mule and this mole, you thinking you have a very tight knit connection between you and this person here. This person is going behind your back and actually telling your parents or this parental figure what you got going on. And then what they're doing is they're doing candle work and spell work to make sure that the lie is making sense, or the lie is sticking to what your significant other has been telling them, so it's more plausible. So if your significant other is telling this, oh yeah, they did this, they did that, oh okay, what else they do, you know, they were giving information, they were feeding a lot of information to your op, and your parents is an op of yours. So this op of a parent then went ahead and did candle work and spell work and things like that to make sure that the lie is fitting up as to how they want people to portray you here. So things may have started to go awry in your connection. You're like, what's going on? You're not knowing anything because, again, you're thinking everything is cool, copacetic, everything is nice, but it's really truly your parents here. I'm also hearing friend. So you may have also had a friend as well that may have assisted with trying to break you guys up here. But as a blessing in disguise, like I always say. So you got to thank these desolate dusties. Thank you, because even though they thought they did destroy you, they didn't. They actually help you to see that person in the light that they truly needed to be seen. So yeah. So anywho, so we have the magician here again, right? Because it gives your mother or your father anxiety that you are dating or you're out there. They don't want you to be. It's just they just want you. They want to control you. They want you in a cage, and you can come out when they say, you go in when they say. They just want to completely rope, like, I'm here romanticize, and I'm not going too deep into that. So there might be some incest and stuff going in there, and I'm not today. I'm not doing that today. But I hear romanticize, and then there's also captivity. They want to keep you captive. They just don't feel like you deserve to live on your own. They don't feel like you can do it on your own. They have a lot of mental issues here. So anytime they hear anxiety, anytime they see your life is going well, right? They gain a lot of anxiety over it. So what they'll do is they will start to create, see these words here, they'll start to create different types of words or scenarios surrounding these words. So again, that it can stick, it can solidify. Okay, yes, well, you know what? You did say that, da, 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 and I'm now starting to see this is happening with this person here, and this is why or how they were able to get your significant other to go against you here. So it was all a mental manipulation, emotional manipulation as well. And then also your parent may have had sex with your significant other as well too. That's something that they don't want you to know. But hey, I'm going to tell it all. But that's what it is, because now the ex person here with the arm, they're like holding their arm behind their back here because they realized they made a big mistake, or they realized that things are twisted. So they are starting to receive a lot of anxiety here because we have the word am. Am represents you. I am. It represents you here. And this person is very upset that they made the wrong decision. Yeah, guidance. So you were guided to get out of that situation here. You had choices. Okay. Also, when things started to go awry in the connection here, the person started to like get really belligerent and crazy and just really aggressive with you because they truly believe what the person, they truly believe what the parent was saying about you was true, but yet y'all were living together, or y'all were together. So it just doesn't make sense to me, because that tells me that they have some sort of a issue with you as well too. Because if I'm living with you, right, and I know your day to day, your pattern like that, I'm not going to believe someone that don't live with me. I'm going to believe the person that live with me. If that makes sense. I know you. I see you. I know your mannerisms. I'm just not. And this is what this person, this parent did here. And this ex of yours, this desolate ex of yours is, upset that they made the wrong decision. But hey, not only are they going to jail, there's other things as well too. So restoration, you are the star. You could be an Aquarius, or you're just in your star like energy here. But that's how the hitman was orchestrated, because your mother or your father could not get to you, and the closest person that could get to you was your significant other, and they bribed them not only with sex, they bribed them with money as well too, to get them to do this job here. They of course failed tremendously here, So now they're fighting amongst or behind the scenes here, trying to see how they can unalive you again. But it's just not going to work because they're on their last leg. The Grim Reaper is actually sitting on their shoulders now. They're very scared. They're scared of you because you were not supposed to figure this out. You weren't even supposed to know that it's your mother or your father that has been sabotaging your life since the beginning of time here. Then you have this ex here, this begging ex of yours that realized that they made a big mistake. There was money involved as well too. So your mother did a lot to you, gave your information, sold your information to your ex here. They try to get stuff in your name and all types of crazy stuff here. All that's coming out, all that has been out here, but that is the true reason why this hitman was orchestrated, is because your parents couldn't do it because they weren't near you. Number one, they weren't near you. Number two, they're very scared of you. And number three, they want to keep their nose and their hands clean. So, and what's so diabolical about it is, like I said, some of you guys have inheritances here. They're using the inheritance money, from your stash, and they're giving it to your significant other to carry out this plan here, or this failed plan here. So that's why they are in shambles right now. They're spooked. They don't know what to do. They're very scared of you. They're scared of your mind. They're scared of your intellect. They're scared of your intuition here, because everything that you're saying is completely true. It may be a ghost town. I'm telling you, we have Union here. Union is in reverse. Yeah, the hitman here was your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, some kind of a sexual connection here. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Your significant other don't even want you having intimacy with anybody else as well too. They have an issue with that because you are the best. Listen, I mean, look at Shoe Collective. You the best at what you do. You got the best yams, boo. Okay, and they don't want nobody. They don't want nobody. They just the thought of somebody touching you or kissing you or making love to you, child. Woo! It hurts somebody's feelings, but listen, they ain't got nothing to do with you, boo. So you cleanse yourself, right? You cleanse yourself and you move forward here. So that is the real reason why that hitman was orchestrated, is because your mother or your father did not want you to see or live a very healthy or fruitful life here. They couldn't get to you, and the closest thing that could have did this to you was your significant other or your ex-significant other here, because they were here to cause you pain. See, pain, but illumination is in reverse. They did not want you to see that. They didn't want you to see that. You were inches away from getting your life taken away. You really was. You really was. But don't worry. Don't worry, because now they feel like that would have traumatized you. Oh my God, you've been scared. What do you need to be scared for? Everybody didn't do that. That person did that here, intuition. And that person going down. That person, the one that's sick in the head. That person's the one that can't sleep at night. That person's the one that have nightmares throughout the night. It ain't us. We good. Even though we went through that traumatic experience, we coming up on top here. So clearly, who is the crazy one here? Is it the collective or is the karmic? This karmic parent here? Questions that need answering. So you need to stay away from this person. Caution, don't talk to this person. Don't nothing with this person, because like if you could call this person and say, yeah, I had a cheese sandwich, ham sandwich today. Oh, they had a ham sandwich and cheese and they put mayonnaise in it and they would just hype it up like unnecessarily. Like you could just say one small thing and they want to blow it out of proportion. Like this person, you want to feel so relieved when this person passed away, and they're getting ready to, child. Good riddance. Both the hitman and the orchestrator of this, they're both going to pass away. Okay, heart attack, some kind of an ailment here, but they're on their last leg here. Spooked. They're actually spooked by you because you may have said something to them, and they weren't expecting you to figure it out. Like I told you, there's resources. We have home here as well too. Yeah, they wanted to unalive you, and they wanted to capitalize Mars motion. They wanted to capitalize off this insurance policy that they currently have here. We have the roots here, but if you did not go back to the roots, right? This is how you solve issues. You acknowledge it. Acknowledge that there's an issue there. Okay. Why is there an issue? You want to look at it from both perspectives, from your perspective and their perspective. You want to see where's the common denominator coming from, or where's the common denominator. And then once you're able to find that negative common denominator as to why things are not going, whatever the case may be, now you're able to start to go down further and further until you hit the root issue, the root cause of why this is going on. Now you have that pertinent, important information, and now you can change whatever it is that you need to change in that situation, or in that way, that manner. I'm telling y'all, there are many ways to skin a cat. We have review here. So because you are review, or more so because we are in the retrograde right now, we do have descendant and invitation here. You're now reviewing the things from the past to see, okay, now you're out of the situation. Your mind is clear. No one is around you. No one is feeding you BS into your mind. Because like I told you, your mind is very powerful. Be careful of the information that you're receiving. Okay. Always make sure you're filtering out the bad information from the good, or the good information from the bad. Okay. It's very important, because you just don't want unnecessary storage in your mind just kind of collecting up space. And when I say unnecessary storage, meaning hearsay, gossip, that's unnecessary storage. You don't need that in your mind. Okay. You want to make sure your mind is healthy. It's sound. You're able to grow. You're able to cultivate. Okay. And this person just wanted to spew toxicity into your mind, so that way you can feel and think that way. And no, that's not you. So we have the retrograde review, and then we have descendant here again, 6, 10, 16 here. 16, 7. So that's 7 luck. If you look here, you see the person standing here in the retrograde. You see how it's starting from light and then it's starting from dark. So it's like this person is balancing out their light and their dark attributes here, because you're able to review the things from the past. And that's what they did not want you to do. They did not want you to be able to review anything. They just kind of wanted you to forget it, or they more so wanted you to stay in a mental fog as to why is everything happening in their life here. It's always, so anytime, we give you another nugget. If there's any time something starts to go awry in your life, it's because of someone that is close or near to you. It's never a stranger. It's always someone that is near or close to you. So if things going extremely well, and you may have a friend or whatever, a family member, whatever the case may be, and they come into your life and things start to slow down, whatever the case may be here, you need to check that individual that is in your circle or in your space. Okay. And if they are detrimental to your space, you're going to start to feel it. You're going to start to lose things, whatever the case may be. And you have to cut the cancer at its core, at the head. Okay. And your mother, or this parent's figure here, is a cancer. They are toxic. Okay. They are a carcinogen. And what happens to carcinogens, right? You need to rip it out from the source. And your mother is the source of all of, the destruction that have went through in your life here. So we have vision, so you can finally see, and messages here. And now you have the authority to move forward, or you have the authority to stand up for yourself here. Without the alliance, you don't need the alliance of them. Okay, because also what I'm hearing is that they wanted to see, they live in the past. They didn't want you to go back to the past. But what I'm also hearing here, past and partnership, is that they wanted to set you up to where you will always need them, so that you lose your job. You don't ever have any money. You look bummy. You look, desolate. You look dusty. That was the vision for you here. And they really tried really hard to make that reality come true here. But the shit is happening to them. It's happening to them here, and they can't take it. They can't stand it. They don't know how. They can't deal with it. They truly cannot deal with it here. So you have people from the past, your past partnerships are now starting to awake as to why they were actually, quote unquote, hired to do this as well too, because they were in a fog. Your mother also did spell work on them as well too, yes, but still, they still felt it was right to do it. So I would not take this person back at all. But this person from the past lover here is really kicking himself in the butt, because they realized they made a big mistake. No, you didn't. You knew exactly what you was doing. So blame. So everybody is blaming this parental figure here. So peace. They don't have any peace in their life, their world, nothing at all. Abundance. They don't have that at all. They don't have any love. They are in pure 100%, 1,000,000% guilt, regret as to what they have done here. And it's eating them up alive. I'm telling you, relationship, don't trust that relationship. No, there's no relationship. Your past person wants you to trust the relationship here, but there's nothing to trust because your significant other, yes, was involved in trying to unalive you. It is what it is, boo. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat that, and it may sound really rough and really harsh, but that's just the way of the reality. You sometimes you got to be rough and harsh so that people can truly understand what is being said here, what's being disseminated. You know what I mean? Your mother or your father wanted you unalive. I'm gonna say it again. Your mother or your father wanted you unalive and hired your significant other, your ex, to assist them in doing this. Yes, that's facts. There's also insurance policies here as well too. Okay, they were trying to unalive you for insurance money. They're in grief. They envy you. They envy you. One of these days, I'm going to come on here and I'm going to thoroughly tell my story. Thoroughly tell my story, child, down to court cases and all that, child. And can't nobody do a mother effing thing about it. Nothing. Because that's my story, period. But like I said, roots, yeah, your mother, very jealous of you, very jealous spirit here. That's the secret. You were you were molested as a child. Fear. Your mother was aware of this bully. You had to separate from this person. Could be a Taurus. Okay, you're arresting now. This person is too good to be true because they are effing stressed out here. Their black magic has been returned back to them, so now they're in a confused setting here. Your friend or your so-called friend was included in this. Children is involved in this. Your mother or your father may have tried to pit your kids against you as well too, so that way you guys don't have a good relationship here. They are emotionally exhausted because they cannot stop you. They are impulsive here. Your parent is a psychic. They are aware, so they knew exactly what they were doing in regards to this individual here. Plotting. Sneaky. Okay, could be dealing with the Aries. You could be an Aries. You're not in communication with this person here. Yeah, it's all because of jealousy and hate. High self-esteem is in reverse. They don't care to whatever about you. They don't care. Could be dealing with a Libra. You were pregnant, your mother caused your miscarriage here. That is a tower moment here. You got to put it out. You have to talk about it. Mothers are not exempt. This is not a mother. You know what I mean? But for the terminology, this is not a mother. A mother would never do that. I got 4 kids. I love my kids. What? You tripping? Whatever. Hey, boo. What? You tripping? Hey, mommy. Yeah, listen, we dancing every day. We making stuff, cookies and stuff. Man, you tripping. I love hanging with my kids. I love talking to my kids. I love it. I love it. I do. I love everything about my kids. I love them in their own unique individual way. I do. I love them. I really do. I do. They're the 4 chambers that make up my heart. Yes. All right. So change is coming, opportunities protected from other people. So yes, your spirit team had to literally protect you from this person here because if you didn't listen to your intuition, you wouldn't be here. I'm just being honest with you. Power and authority, and then we have new beginnings here. You wouldn't have been here if you didn't listen to your intuition. That's another thing as well too. They wanted you to go against your intuition. So when you're telling them things or you're warning them, oh, that's not true, and it's true, but they don't want you to know that because they know how strong you are, how truthful you are. So they rally people around you when you'll say something to project back onto you that you're not true, so you can second guess yourself. It was all mental manipulation here. That's all it was. But if you're not careful, mental manipulation can become very, very severe, where people lose their minds. And then I'm going to always say this: I don't play about your mind. Do not play about your mind. Birds of a feather flock together. And if you are around a lot of gossipy people and you're not the one that gossip, what you think is going to happen to you over time if you allow yourself to be around those energies? You want to start to adapt to what they're doing, the gossiping, the he and the ha ha. Who got time for that? versus you're in a group where this group wants to elevate. They could be very cerebral, they're very intelligent, maybe they like to have high intellect conversation, maybe they like to go shopping, but it's things that are good for the soul, things that make them feel good, things that can help to not only elevate themselves but maybe elevate you as well too, right? What happens if you decide to stick around them for a period of time? Birds of a feather flock together. You're going to start to become one of them. You're going to start to maybe want to read more. You want to do more. You may want to venture out more. You want to go on trips and things like that. Be very careful of the company that you keep. That goes for parents too. They're not exempt. A mother is just a word. It's just a word. And some people just use those words because they feel like they can honor thy mother and father. Not if you disrespecting the child. I would never honor thy mother and father if you out here blatantly disrespecting the child. You tripping. Just like with my kids. Yes, my kids are small, they're young, but I still respect them to the point where you have a say. Okay, well, tell me how you feel. All right, well, what do you feel like we can do to change this or to solidify, whatever the case may be? I always make sure I give my kids options as well too, so that way they can feel comfortable in making decisions for themselves. Isn't that the part of being a parent or being a mother, is to see that your child may have the best of the best? And then, like again, it's not always monetary, but that helps. But in overall, all aspects of this child's life, isn't that the idea, is to make sure that they have the best tools so they can succeed brightly and confidently? This parent didn't want you to do that. And that was the last straw, because your mother has been trying to unalive you for the longest, child, for years. Car accident, you may have been in a car accident when you were small. Your mother is the reason for that. You survived that car accident. Water, I'm hearing as well too. Your mother may have tried to drown you as a child. That person is sick in the head. It's a sicko. Six of Cups, a lot of memories. Now, I'll give you an example, but it's the end of the conflict, those Five of Swords, because they can't do anything. They're just going to watch you, but they're on their deathbed. They're going to be withering and dying pretty soon anyways. See, Tower. What I'm getting from the Six of Cups, the memories here, if you have a fear of water and you don't know why you have a fear of water, there's a subconscious trauma there. Like if you go out to the ocean, right, and you feel like the ocean is going to take you away, or if you're taking a shower or whatever the case may be, it depends. But somebody here has a very strong scare, like a trauma with water here, and that's because your parent tried to drown you as a child. You may have had a lot of water or aquatic dreams, Eight of Swords. So you mentally or subconsciously stuck here. And if that's the issue, you may have to see a therapist or a counselor to help you to break that subconscious trauma that you may have embedded within yourself. Okay. I mean, I can help as well too. Shameless plug, because like I said, I can dive real deep. I help you get to the root issue of the cause here, and we're going to change some things around. All right. So as a Scorpio, I'm going to dive deep. What is that? Why is that there? We're going to move that out the way. So we're going to make room for something greater and bigger, right? That's my thing. I'm here to elevate. I'm here to help. I'm here to assist. But I'm also here to show you the dark parts of the world as well, too. Because not a lot of people are privy or have access to that information. And that's why we are here as the light workers, the seers here. We are here to give you this information so you can make the best decision possible. It was all out of jealousy. Yeah, and then you wouldn't conform. They didn't want you didn't like you don't know what conforming is. Basically, you don't conform to anybody. You do you tap to your own beat here, and that also bothers this person here because they're very traditional. And they're very upset because they are defeated, but that ain't got nothing to do with you. Oops, Six of Wands. They're upset that they're defeated, that they feel like they failed. So they could never come back to this earth realm. They cannot. Okay, because people truly don't understand that you can rack up a lot of karma here, and they've racked up so much karma that they won't even be able to finish it in the next lifetime. Like that's just how much they've carved up. So it's like to the point where they don't even have they don't have permission, or they can't come back to earth to like fix it. It's done. They don't have permission to come back to earth. And that's really crazy. That means you were doing some really crazy outlandish stuff like that. But I mean, you trying to unalive a person that's just trying to help people. You didn't even do nothing collective. All you try to do was help this person. You may have helped them monetary, and I'm here in sickness and health. You may have helped your parent out in sickness and health, and they just completely spat in your face, figuratively and maybe also physically. Stay away from this person. Let this person is going to pass away very horribly by themselves, and they deserve it. What you put out is what you get, because they wanted to unalive you, like really aggressively. They were waiting for a phone call. That's the crazy part. Like they were waiting for a phone call that everything was going to be good. Like, okay, yeah, I did it. Like the mentality of that is warped. And the karmic out here, the karmic parents out here saying that the collective is crazy, but you out here sitting trying to plan a murder of your child, your so-called child. Pluto, fourth house, Pluto, come on, fourth house in Gemini. A lot of talking, so twin, a lot of two people doing this together, a connection here. Man, get out of here, man. Trying to change the dynamic of a family dynamic here. Get out of here. Cancer and the moon in the first house. They are going, I'm telling you, they are tripping. They're going crazy. The eyes may be really big, maybe sunken in. They don't look right. They don't look right. And that's because of the guilt. They're wearing the guilt. Everybody can see. They're like a walking guilt machine. You can literally see the guilt eating away at their face, their whole body. You can see it. You were like, something's off with this person. And spirit truly made it in that way so people can see just how guilty they are. And the guilty conscience is going to not only eat them, is going to take them out. Aquarius, fourth house, Uranus, because you were not supposed to be here. And that's what's spooking them, because you're still here walking, talking, laughing, all that stuff. You were not supposed to be here. You were not. They made that very clear to your last connection, that you are not supposed to be here. Make sure you do it. Make sure you do it. Make sure you do it. Yeah, they were threatening. They were also pushing this person. You need to do this. Make sure you do this because this person is dead. Da 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 da. Yeah, that's what they were doing here. We got the seventh house, partnership, business partnerships. We have North Node and Libra. Things are being balanced out though. They called the FBI on you, all that stuff. They sure did. We have Mercury, Aquarius, 12th house is subconscious, things that are hidden. So hidden enemies. And more so, yeah, hidden enemies. Then we have Pluto. Is a lot of Aquarius in 10th house. So this tells me they're using the internet, technology, phone, things of that nature to communicate what they need to communicate, because they're not close to you. So Aquarius represents technology. Aquarius represents information, age of information here, and that's the era that we're in. So a lot of technology, computers, TVs, they're trying to receive information about you. But also Aquarius can come off as unconventional as well. So things are happening in a very unconventional way. And that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to unalive you in an unconventional way, to where they keep their nose clean and their hands clean, and that your ex here was going to be the person that was going to go down for murder. Because after everything was said and done, this ex of theirs was going to, the ex didn't know this, but this is a new part here. After everything was supposed to be done, said and done, what the parent was going to do was, the person would call and tell them, hey, da da da, whatever the case may be, because they were supposed to unalive you and dump your body somewhere. That's what they were supposed to do. Okay. You were supposed to be shot. Okay. I just hear, and yeah, shot and then dump your body somewhere where no one can find you. Because they wanted you isolated. And that was another thing as well, to another ploy. They didn't want you to have anyone around you, so nobody will be checking for you. So you just kind of go away quietly. But with this mother parent, or this parent energy here, what they would have done afterwards is that the person would have called, say, hey, it's done, and then they would have just left it like that, ghost. They would have called someone, and then they would report. Yeah, it was a really diabolical thing. But the ex of yours don't even realize just how deep they were into it, because they just believed that, oh, you were a bad person, whatever the case may be. And it's starting to eat at them at their core, that you didn't even do nothing to them. You just came in to just love them and assist them, be their life partner. And they completely messed that up there. And they're really like, they dookie. I'm going to say dookie. They dookie and bricks. They dookie and bricks. So I can't say it in, because YouTube been tripping. So I got to change up my words. So that's all right, because I'm very fancy with words. Okay. Like I tell you, I like words. So they was dookie and bricks. Okay. They was dookie and bricks. And the reason why they was dookie and bricks, because they didn't realize how deep deep this plan was going to be. But they would have got effed up in the end. They would have got effed with no lube in the backside, child. To the end, your mother was going to slam that person for the murder, and they would have walked away scotch free, not only with the money, but the insurance money. They would have moved on with their life here. So your mother or your parents here had a really diabolical plan that just basically served them and only them, and all that's coming out. Checkmate. Child, what I say? How would I say? I said the moon, things being revealed, whip. Yeah, tower. Yeah, child. Things are not as cracked as your mother thought this would be. Yeah, you brought the tower because you had to speak up on that cross, pass. Yeah, cross. They was going to nail you to the cross here. Yeah, and we have paths here, child. Your mother diabolical, boo. I'm hearing Little House on the Prairie. Diabolical. But don't worry, because if that person don't pass away, they gotta go to prison and they not gonna like what you did. They gonna tear you up and they gonna tear you up. They gonna tear you up. Tear that up. You hear me, Karmic? They gonna tear you up. I hope you ready, child. Somebody goes to Publix. Your father was involved. Pa could be grandpa. Somebody name could be Papa. Somebody has very bad body odor. Ew. Yeah, they wanted to box you in. They're stubborn as an ox. This parents of yours, because you won't listen. It's like you won't listen. You don't need to listen to nobody but yourself. Somebody could be in Forex. It's kind of, these letters are kind of off, but I'll try to make the best of it I can. Forex. Somebody could be 4 eyes, or they getting new glasses here. Somebody's holding down the fort. Yeah, they were trying to probe into your life here, but this is how that was set up there. Your mother or your parents talked to your significant other or your ex-significant other here to unalive you here, and it just didn't work in that way. So yeah, they wanted to rob you of your life. Somebody could be playing Roblox. They wanted to rob you of your life, but it didn't work. And they went far. It didn't matter how they were willing to go as far, like really far, as to unalive you here. And that's just to show you just how much hate and jealousy they have towards you. Okay. OBX, I think, is a bike, if I'm not mistaken. I've seen this before, or is this the train? I think OBX be on the actual initials here. It'd be on the train, like they'd be kind of like traveling country nationally. Somebody needs to replace their key fob. Yeah. Somebody has porous, Porus, porous skin. So you may have to change like the type of lotion or something to your skin if you have porous, Porus, porous skin. Pick one more letter. What's this letter? D. Yeah, they're doomed. It's done. It's done. It's done. All right. So we could be dealing with a Scorpio, a Cancer, Leo, Pisces, Virgo, Scorpio. I said Taurus, Aries, Libra, one more. Capricorn. Okay? So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Or one more word, frappe. Somebody's drinking a frappe or loves frappe, cappuccinos or something like that. Okay? Somebody may want to rap to you, or they want to talk to you about what's up. Let them stay back there and suffer. All right, so if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Love you guys. Peace.